This is my legacy. In this bonus drop, menopause mentor and New York Times bestselling author Tamsen Fadal shares how she's reinventing midlife, turning it into a season of power, purpose, and possibility. Joined by her husband, Ira Bernstein, they open up about living your someday today, reclaiming self-worth, and building a love that feels grounded, authentic, and real. Let's jump in.
But listening to the two of you speak about like health and well-being and you're living your someday and standing up and walking tall and like all of this is so much more than a conversation on menopause. Like I thought I was going to have a conversation on menopause. Yeah. We're having a conversation around self-worth. We're having a conversation around claiming midlife. We're having a conversation around so much more. Mm-hmm. So Tamsen, if I could direct this to you, when you look at your message, what is your message to people entering midlife? And what is your message even more broadly to women?
Yeah. I mean, I do the live your someday today because I think that I spent 40 years saying like, someday I'm going to do this. Someday I'm going to work out every other day. Someday I'm going to pay attention to what I mean. So I think that is a big one for me because I think that this is where we're at right now. This is that someday. One, I think two is taking charge of your health, really. I mean, I think that there is that kind of encapsulates everything, whether we're talking about women or men or menopause or perimenopause or longevity, because for a long time we were said, like, go to the doctor, they'll let you know, here's what you do, and that'll be the fix. And I don't believe that that's the fix. You know, the fix is, yes, doctors have a place, but it doesn't all just happen in that 15-minute doctor's appointment. There's a 360 of our lives that I'm really pleased that that people are starting to see when it comes to health and fitness and wellness. But I think that the onus is on us, and especially as women, to take charge of that and be educated about going into that office and knowing what those symptoms are and knowing that, you know, whether it's perimenopause, menopause, or beyond, something's not right. I don't feel like myself. I have joint pain that I shouldn't have. There should be more than one solution or no solutions for me. So I think that would be my second message is taking charge of that, because that is the only way that you get on the other side of this. I mean, to a point where I've done this with my 85-year-old father, so we've.
Oh, he's amazing.
But he was the person that would, the generation of go to the doctor if something's wrong, avoid it at all costs if not, and whatever the doctor says, that's it. And I think that he's learned even what what that 360 is of what it means to be well.
He's very bold. He goes to a trainer 3 days a week, and one of them is a woman in her late 40s, and she was sharing some concerns with him. And in his inimitable style, he's now 85, grew up, was a Texan. He says in that great little drawl, "You might be in menopause."
Wow.
It's like,
He's a little too bold.
how a man can say something the right. He just does it with the accent and thing, and it's like 9 out of 10 you'd get a look, and he gets maybe Jim.
But it's also important once women get through like what you're offering, once you get the protocol that's helpful for you, and then you get through the other side, it's something like you just really feel bold and bright and yeah.
I know.
And you recognize it in other women. It's great.
Well, I was just going to say that. Like, I know somebody else that's been through it. I'm like, oh, you've got it, right? I got it. It's like a little, it's like a little club.
It's a club.
But and I also think, and I don't know about you, but I feel like my relationships are established quicker. Like, I like the person. I know the woman. I already know her. I probably already know, we've been through we have some of the same storylines in there, and like, I got it. And we're already into like this deeper part of the relationship quicker, which I really appreciate.
Yes.
I really appreciate. And so what I thought of as friends in the past, and what I thought community meant, is something very different now than what it meant before. Like, it's very clear to me what the importance of it anyway.
And it's so much deeper.
So much deeper.
All the way around. But Ira, okay, you've talked about how Tamsen focusing on her own health and well-being has been a positive influence on you.
Mm-hmm.
What have you started to do because of her that has made the biggest difference?
Well, I think, look, what's that phrase? Every challenge is an opportunity. So what biology does to women doesn't happen in the same way to men. We're slowly, slowly eroding away, and shoulder hurt. I'm just saying, And so what Tamsen has done is it's really a health issue. It's really it's sort of made me feel like however we age, whatever it is, that doesn't mean you get a free pass of not taking care of yourself. And so whether it's diet and exercise, it's all those things, but it's to make you feel better, and that we're all sort of fighting the aging process in different ways. But what a woman has to go through sort of hits you in the face. So you can either, shrink from it or grow from it. And most women, thanks to Tamsen, and more women are growing from it. So they become empowered on the other side. So while that, I don't think there's a man that I would know that would want to trade places to go through that. I think you can learn from it. And nobody's raising their hand.
None of these men are looking at. I'm looking at all three of them. They're all like.
I can just tell. So nobody got it. Yeah. We're moving on. So because nobody wants to trade places, I think there are other things, and that has been the gift of, like, I'm not just saying eat your spinach, but it's all of those things. It's not, I don't need to have veal parmesan every night. That's not a necessity anymore.
He's actually not allowed.
Now it's just giving away some of our internal rules and regulations, but yes. And I think, and the bottom line is you do feel better.
And we've done things together, I think, more too, which has been nice. Like the pandemic did some of this too, but like working out together or walking together or
I would never walk. I would work out in the gym every day, but that would be it. I'd go, I'm very regimented. I'd do this, I'd do that, I'd do the next thing, stretch for 8 seconds, and you're done. Now stretching's much more important, and she's taught me to be open-minded, if I begrudgingly or not, to try Pilates and to try other things that are not just what you do every day as a guy. That's not how you grow up.
Martin, will you go to Pilates with me?
Sorry.
Yeah, soon.
So on behalf of all men, I'm sorry.
I'm going to save Martin for him by asking a question. You owe me one, sir. This is why I love the conversations with friends and couples, and I just love seeing the two of you respond to each other.
Loving.
And speaking of loving and couples, Ira, you said that falling in love in your 50s is completely different than in your 30s. For any of our listeners out there finding love the second time around, what was the biggest shift in how you approached love and partnership this time?
Well, I think it's a lot of different things. I think you know as much about what you don't want as about what you do, and finding someone that shares that and their outlook on life about that becomes the most important thing. And it's also at this stage, particularly if you both decided you don't want to have children, it's just about each other. It's just about who do you want to, Tamsen has a phrase, who do you want to walk the earth with for the rest of your life? And that's a serious but also inspiring kind of a thing. And you got to want to do the same things, and you got to want to live sort of in the same way. I love what she's doing. She knows what I do, and we sort of come together every night and sometimes even during the day about what's going on. And I think that sharing it is sort of the best part, and you have to want to do that.
And Tamsen, what would you say?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I think that, and I've said this before, so I'm not saying it out of school with him here. Like, I don't know that I would have picked Ira 10 years ago, because I was like, I just want to go have fun. And I'm like, I had a different look at how I was doing things. I was wanting to be free. And I
To be clear, I'm not the bad boy she liked.
But I think
That was before menopause.
This is
Remember,
before
as
This is funny. I had the white horse, the white hat.
as she stood into this beautiful, bold woman. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
this is the after the pause. I think that I have such an appreciation for authenticity, and I think I have an appreciation for safety and for feeling, not afraid to allow somebody to care about me because I know who I am now, and I didn't before. So how could I have barely loved myself? So how would I believe that somebody else would? And so I think that that's all come with this. I feel much stronger as a result of the relationship, but as a result of what I've done in and out of the relationship. So, and it's easier. It just feels easier. And somebody's like, "Are you in love?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm in love, but I also want to walk the world with him. Like I want to, like that's what I want to do." And there's something visually nice about that, that's more meaningful than anything else. And so, yeah, I got remarried at 50, and I swore I was never going to do that again. And it didn't take a lot of convincing.
I was the pursuer.
You haven't figured that part out. Honored to be.
But I love the relationship of that second chapter in life. Like I to see the two of you so clearly madly in love, and Ira, your phrase of, getting it right the second time and who you want to walk the earth with for the rest of your days.
Thank you for joining us. New episodes drop every Tuesday, with bonus content every Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a moment.